Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, Shannon. Anyway, so like I was saying, basically we were driving for about 42 hours, right? Like nonstop, like drive. And we're like driving and driving. And you wouldn't believe it. The whole thing was actually just like one long delusion. And when I woke up, I was in a mental hospital and they had told me that I had killed everyone. It was literally such an experience. Like 10 out of 10 would recommend. Please kill everyone you know and then go spend a few months in like a ward and like just like let it change you. Anyway, hi, how's it going? How are you? We just keep seeing each other like this. We keep running into each other. It's just crazy. It's insane. Today we have a book haul, December book haul, and probably the last book haul of 2022. Oh my god, how sad. Just joking. It's like literally it's not like there's no difference between this book haul and like other book hauls. Like all book hauls are basically the same. They're all just basically advertisements for capitalism. So cheers. I have a bunch of books. I literally don't know how or why I keep buying books, considering that I have no fucking money for them. And yet here we are with 3 bags of books and also a stack of them. Make that make sense. How the fuck does that work? Let's get started. Let's start talking about these books. By the way, in case you don't know, my name is Jordaline, and I'm a booktuber. Literally disgusting. In case you also don't know, I have a Patreon you can join. It's only like $3 at minimum, right? We have, you know, more expensive tiers, but $3 is the lowest one. And literally all you have to do is join, and then you get extra content, extra shit from me. If you're interested, please check it out. Check out all of our tiers, see which one suits you best, and yeah, we'd love to have you. Anyway, let's get started, okay? Where should we start? Start with the bags, okay? I also honestly don't really remember what's in these, so it's gonna be kind of like a surprise for me too. How fun. First of all, oh, my passport. Why is that in there? There's manga in here. And then I also have the Christmas gifts that I got from my friend Sam. I'll show you that. I don't want her to know what they are because I think that she watches my videos. That's your Christmas gift, or part of your Christmas gift, Sam. So mind your own business. I have Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q Sotonto. Stunning. I was in the bookstore with my friend, right? Like doing things in the bookstore with my friend, you know, chit-chatting, looking at books, etc, etc. And she had told me that she was reading this and that she really, really fucking liked it. And so when I saw it on the shelf, I was like, should I get it? And she was like, I mean, if you want to. But I was like, but should I get it? That's the question. And the way that she described it and the way that she was like talking about it, it just seemed like it was like super fun and super like cute and maybe like a good mystery kind of moment. So this is about Madeline, and Madeline is your everyday average bitch. She's normal, whatever. And she's on a date. Things are going all right, I guess. But then she ends up killing them by accident. It's an accident, I swear. And so she panics and she calls her mom and she's like, hello, mom, bad news. I think I fucking murdered someone. What am I supposed to do? And her mom is like, you stay there. Stay there. We'll be right there. Madeline is like, what do you mean we? What do you mean we? Madeline's mom and her auntie show up and they're like, we're gonna get rid of this fucking body. No problem. Don't even worry about it. Like as if they've done this before or something. Anyway, then the body proves to be a lot more challenging to dispose of, especially when it is inadvertently shipped to a cake cooler to the over-the-top billionaire wedding that Meddy, her mother, and her aunties are working at in California. So then they really didn't handle the body. They really just shipped the body off to an even more inconvenient place. Not great. And then also to make things just perfect for Madeline, she finds out that her long last love, that her biggest heartbreak, that like the one that got away is gonna be at this fucking wedding. So Madeline's like, could we just make this worse? Actually, could this be any fucking worse? It sounds so fucking fun. I think this would be such a fun like February, March book, because I feel like February, March things kind of things go downhill. And I feel like this would be like a good pick-me-up, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. This one has a lot of stuff in it. Let's start with this book, which is We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. I'm sure a lot of you have already read this, maybe, probably. I have not. I mentioned this in a reading vlog, but I only bought this because it was cheap. We Sold Our Souls is about this girl named Chris, right? Chris is in this band. It's 1990. Things are quite grungy, you know? Things are moving in that direction. However, Chris and her band can't seem to like get their big break. Their like lead singer guy named Terry fucking ditched them and is now living the celebrity life that they want because he ditched them for like another band. And so Chris is like really pissed about that. But whatever. Chris works at like this Best Western. Things aren't great. Things are really not great. And then it says that one day everything changes. A shocking act of violence turns her life upside down, and she begins to suspect that Terry sabotaged more than just the fucking band. And so what does Chris do? Chris decides, you know what? Let's take this on the fucking road. And so she gets in her little fucking van thing and she goes looking for Terry for revenge. Sounds like a lot of fun. It seems like it might be like a revenge kind of story, but I'm in no hurry to read this. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt kind of like disillusioned by Mr. Hendrix as of late. Like, I'm like, okay, Grady, like what's new? Like what else is there besides this like quirky, campy thing? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me. What else do we have in our magic bag of tricks? I have this book, which I don't know if I'm going to keep because I bought it for my friend and I don't know if I want to keep it for myself or give it to them, because a few people in the comments of my video where I talked about this briefly said that I should keep it. I don't know. Legends and Lattes. It's like a D&D thing, but it's supposed to be like really cozy, really like, you know, cozy. I can't think of other words. Seems like it's supposed to be a lot of fun, really cute, and also apparently it's super fucking gay, which is like my whole fucking life. Like my entire life is so gay. I think I might keep this for myself. Let me know in the comments if you think I should keep this for myself. Please let me know. And I also have this book, which I'm very quickly going to mention because I don't know why I fucking bought it, dude. I don't know why I bought it. This is the issue. I just fucking buy books and I'm like, yeah, this will be fine. I'll just buy this and suffer no consequences for it, even though like I have no interest in actually reading it. Like, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, that is Night of the Raven and Dawn of the Dove. Look, this cover is stunning. I love this cover. It's stunning. And the title is really, really cool. Why the fuck did I buy it though? Because I'm going to be honest with you, my friend. I have no fucking clue what this is about. No clue. I saw that it was like the staff pick of the month. I saw that it was on fucking sale. And I was like, yeah, that seems cool, I guess. Without even understanding anything about it. By the way, this is like group therapy for me, so if you'll just please remain patient while I have a fucking breakdown, that'd be great. Thank you so much. It says on the front, to learn what she can become, she must first discover who she is. What does that even mean? Let me read this synopsis so I can tell you what it's about, so that you can make good choices and buy it if you are interested in it. Unlike me, where I just bought it because I just like felt like buying things like a fucking idiot, like a capitalist slave, like. Okay, I need to chill. I need to actually chill out. Okay. In this, we're following this girl. Her name is Katyani. She's never failed. Every time she's been asked of something, she gets it fucking done, okay? She doesn't fuck around. And she works in the palace. And it says that she wants to become the best guardswoman of the Garuda and the future advisor of the crown prince. She's fancy. She's very fancy. Then one day when there's like this like assassination attempt type thing on the royals, they end up with a faceless body. That's what it says. Katyani is unwillingly shipped off to guard the Candela princess in this like forest where monsters have roamed unchecked for generations. They send her off. They're like, okay, bye. You'll probably be safer there. Good luck. I don't really know what to make of this synopsis. So she goes there and the girl there like asks her questions and she's like, I don't want to answer them. I'm like, not gonna do it. And then this guy shows up and she's like, oh my God, I love him so much. Like she has a crush on him, which is like gross, whatever. But then she's like called back to the palace thing with the royals. And something changes and it says that alone and betrayed in a land infested with monsters, Katyani must find the answers to her past so she can save what she loves and forge her own destiny. It sounds like a fucking mess, dude. It honestly sounds like a fucking mess. Like Let me know in the comments if you've read this and what you thought of it. I would love to know. The last thing from this bag is Kiss Her Once for me. Okay, once again, tell me, be honest. Why did I buy this book without knowing what the fuck it was about? Literally all I had was like one person who was like, this is so fucking good. And I just bought it. But having now read the synopsis and understanding what it's about, let me tell you, okay? So this is about this girl named Ellie, right? Ellie meets this girl named Jack. They get together. You know, they hook up, whatever. The next morning, Ellie is dumped basically by Jack. Jack breaks her heart. And then also soon after, Ellie loses her job. Going forward, she's like desperate. She's fucking broke. She has nowhere to go, nothing to do. And this guy named Andrew is like, oh my God, what if we did something crazy? And she's like, what the fuck do you mean? And he's like, what if we fucking married each other out of convenience? Because I need to get married for this like inheritance thing. You probably needed to like have money or not be poor or whatever. And she's like, that's very true. I do need those things. Oh my God. So they get married out of convenience. And so when they go to meet his family, she realizes that his fucking sister is this bitch Jack. And so she's like, oh my God, what do I do? Seemingly Jack is like interested again, and so she's like, do I go for like the thing that's like real, or do I stay with the fake boyfriend husband thing? And oh my God, it sounds so good. Ugh. It also seems very much like a Christmas kind of book, so I think I'm gonna try to read it soon. I've also heard again that it's fucking amazing. I have these books. These are the Song of Ice and Fire books. I have 4 of them. You've already seen me talk about Fire and Blood, of course. Iconic, stunning, beautiful. I did read this recently because I'm doing a Song of Ice and Fire reading vlog, so watch out for that. Also, in case you don't know, this is like a Targaryen history type thing. And then I also have A Game of Thrones by Mr. George Ronald Reagan Martin. Iconic. I'm currently reading it. And then I also have A Clash of Kings by George R. R. Martin. By the way, these are all hardcovers. Storm of Swords by Mr. Ronald Reagan Martin. Look at the size of this book though. This is honestly my favorite book from the Song of Ice and Fire books. It's the juiciest. And the ending of this book made me gag. Quite literally. I'm really excited to reread it. Basically, the reading vlog that I'm doing is just gonna have these 3 books in them. It's gonna have Fire and Blood, Game of Thrones, and Clash of Kings. And then the second reading vlog, part 2, will have the rest of the series, including Storm of Swords. Really excited. The first part will be out in December. The second part will probably be out in January sometime. And Yuhusul, I don't know if I've mentioned this book. I think I have, so I don't think I'm going to spend too much time on it, but that is The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake. This is the sequel to The Atlas 6. I'm so fucking excited to read it. Like, so fucking excited. I got this in the mail because I pre-ordered it, and I literally forgot that I pre-ordered it, but then when it came, I was like, you're so fucking cute. And looking at this book haul, you would think I was like a fucking romance girly and like a contemporary girly or like a fantasy girly, and like, am I? I have What You Gonna Do by Avery Flynn. Look at this book cover. Like, tell me you're not gagging. It's so fucking cute. Oh my God. This is about this girl, right? She's born into this like super powerful like witch family, right? Her family are known to be like these crazy powerful like wizards, warlocks, whatever. She's kind of like the squib, you know what I mean? Like, she's not powerful at all. She's like barely any ability. But then also there's this guy named Gil, which is like the least hot name ever, but whatever. She keeps getting set up on these dates with him. And even though he's like super hot, he's like really, really obnoxious because he's like super, super cocky. Then she accidentally fucks something up. It says that when she accidentally makes her sister's spell glitch and curses her whole family. And guess who's the only person who can fucking help her? Guess, yeah, Gil. Gil can. And it says, now we have to work together to save my family and outmaneuver some evil-minded forces bent on world domination. It sounds kind of cheesy, but also at the same time, I do kind of love cliche things like this because it's just so easy. It's just so like fun. The cover is absolutely adorable. Speaking of adorable, I have Olivia Dade's newest book, which is Shipwrecked. I cannot tell you how excited I am to read this. Olivia Dade, in case you don't know, is basically like my Jesus. Olivia Dade is basically like my harbinger of joy. In this, we're following Maria. Maria has this like super hot one night stand with this like Viking guy, but she left the next morning without a note, without anything. She just like She just fucking got up and left. And then she figures out that he's actually her co-star on like a very popular TV show. So they're about to spend the next 6 years of their fucking lives fucking being on camera together. And she kind of feels like the hots for him. She's like, oh my god, okay, but like you're hot. He's basically upset that she like ditched him the morning of. Not only that, he knows in his heart of hearts that if he was to date this girl, it would just be fucking horrible if they broke up. Like the whole set would be ruined, the whole chemistry would be ruined. He's not about to sabotage his whole career for this like one chance woman, you know what I mean? And then the day of their last shoot, because it's been years have passed, all right, and these two have not touched each other off screen. They barely even look at each other off screen. And then the last day of the fucking shoot, guess what they do? They fuck. They go feral on each other, okay? But things aren't really that simple, because Maria is from Sweden, this guy is from like America. They're gonna go back to their hometowns. But it says, and I quote, "He's spent the last 6 years waiting, watching, wanting. His shipwrecked Swede doesn't stand a chance." Oh my god. Listen, I love a good slow burn. You know I love a good slow burn. So I'm so excited. I can't fucking wait for Olivia to just like fucking burn me with her romance. Let's see what these are, because I honestly don't remember. Oh yes, okay. I have A Dowry of Blood. This is, first of all, fucking stunning. This edition has me all the way fucked. Like, look at it. Are you joking? It's so fucking pretty. Everyone fucking loves it. People go fucking wild for it. People go feral for it. And I haven't read it yet. But when I saw that it was released in hardcover and it had this cover, there was no other choice for me other than to be like, well, I'm spending my money on that. The inside flap says, "This is my last love letter to you, though some would call it a confession." In this, we are following this girl named Constanta. She is just like your everyday average peasant girl. Like, she's just trying to like live her fucking life. And then one night, she's like on the brink of death. She's about to fucking die, but then she's saved by this mysterious stranger. She is then whisked away and becomes Dracula's first bride. She goes and she's like, okay, Dracula, work, I guess. And then he starts bringing other bitches home. She's like, okay, Dracula, that's fucking rude. It says, finding comfort in the arms of her rival consorts, she begins to unravel her husband's darkest secrets. Constanta will have to choose between her own freedom and her love for her husband. Bounds forged by blood can only be broken by death. So excited to read this. From what I know, it's like gay and stunning. Everybody fucking loves it. Everybody I've seen read it has said that it's like fucking delicious, that it's good. So I have no choice but to love it, really. What else do I have? I have one other book. Why is this like shrink wrapped? It makes no sense. And that is Flowers Over the Inferno. Why do I have this? You may be asking. You're like, Jordaline, what even is that book? I've never even seen it before. Why do you have that? Like, that's so random. Let me tell you what the fuck happened, okay? I was on TikTok scrolling like I always do, and I need to literally stop. I need to get off TikTok because it's actually a problem. But I was on TikTok and this girl popped up on my page and she was like, these are books I love. She talked about this book and she was like, this was so fucking good. She was basically like singing its praises, and it convinced me because she was like, it's super dark and mysterious, blah, 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 blah. So I bought it. This is about the small village. It says that it's surrounded by ancient woods and the imposing Italian Alps. Spooky. A man happens to be found naked with his eyes gouged out. It's the first in a string of gruesome murders. And then we're following this girl named Teresa, right? She's like 60 something. She's like a detective. She's kind of old, but she has always fucking persisted, even though her field is like super male dominated. She knows that men like would gladly usurp her position, but she doesn't fucking take it. She's like, no, like, I'm a bad bitch and I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. No man is gonna fucking stop me. And so it says, while she's not sure she trusts the young city inspector assigned to assist her, she sees right away that this is no ordinary case. Very deep in these mountains is a dark history that may endanger a group of 8-year-old children toward whom the killer seems to gravitate. It sounds so fucking good. I barely read any like detective novels anymore, so I'm really hoping that that TikToker didn't steer me wrong. Up next, I have a book that I shouldn't have bought, but I did because I have no self-control. And that is A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. Look at this book. look at this book and tell me you are not just instantly like, what is that? What could that be about? I'm intrigued. That's how I felt. Seemed also that Joe Abercrombie was like being hailed as kind of like John Gwynne-esque or like similar. And so you know me, I had to be like, I saw it and I snatched it. From what I know and like the small amount, like tiny, minuscule amount of research I've done, this seems like it's kind of like the 8th book in a series. Didn't know that. I think it's like a companion series, so I think technically you could read it, but on Goodreads it's listed as like number 8, so that doesn't bode well for me. And I don't know if I really want to like read the synopsis because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. So if you know the proper reading order for his books, please let me know, because I'm a bit confused. I had Mayana tell me to read a certain book first, and I think I'm going to start there because I trust her. But yeah, I'm so excited to have found like a new fantasy author to get into, even though like I still have all of John Gwynne's books, but like whatever. And then also George Ray Martin, I still have all of his books, but it's just nice to have options, you know? So I have 3 books left. This one is The Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. This is about this girl and her father, right? They live in the woods and nobody really knows that they live in the woods. Like they're kind of like hermits or whatever. And they only have like 1 or 2 people who really know where they are. And one of these people, they don't show up for their assigned meeting. So they're like, that's fucking suspicious. That's fucking weird. And things kind of spiral, I'm assuming, out of control from there. I thought this was going to be like a thriller kind of moment, and it really seems more like a literary thing. That doesn't excite me as much as I wanted it to, but like whatever, I guess. Next I have We Spread by Ian Reid. This cover is stunning. I started reading this, but then I never finished it. This is about this old woman. She used to be married to this like artist guy, and then he died, and so she's just kind of like living in like a home now, but she's hearing things and seeing things, and she doesn't really know if it's true or real. I think the whole book is surrounding around like whether she's having like delusions, whether she's sane, like what's going on with this older woman. Sounds interesting. And then finally I have T. Kingfisher's A House with Good Bones. This is her newest book, which comes out in March of 2022, or 2023 rather. And it sounds so fucking good. So basically we're following this girl named Samantha, right? Samantha pulls up to her fucking family home and she sees that there's like a vulture standing there on the lawn, just like watching the house. And she's like, that's fucking suspicious and weird, but like whatever, I guess. She enters the house and she sees her mom. They say hi, blah, 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 blah. And she notices that her old family home is different. Very, very fucking different. Everything is white. Everything is sterile. Everything is like superbly clean. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where are all of the things that like made this house the house? Like, where's grandma's shit? And her mom is like, don't you fucking dare talk about your grandma. Like, I don't want to hear you fucking say anything about her ever again. Like, I hate that woman. And as the days pass, Samantha realizes that more and more vultures are landing and stopping and perching outside the house and watching them. Love a good like familial horror secret thing. Like, it's so fun. Love it. My friends, my family, my familia, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been so nice to see you. Thank you so much for this last book haul. The last book haul of 2022. I was gonna say 2023. Can you believe how fast this fucking year went by? It's literally fucking insane. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below which books of these you're excited to see me read, or which of these you read and you really liked or disliked. Let me know. Thank you so much for sticking around, being so supportive and wonderful and beautiful and amazing and intelligent. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit. We talk about creepy shit. We talk about George Ray Ronald Reagan fucking Martin, and we talk about dialing A for aunties, okay? And shit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. See you. Arrivederci.
Sorry to my ex, you deserve more. Sorry to my ex-boss, but I'd rather stay poor.
I'm literally gonna go eat like fried chicken. I ordered it and I'm hoping it's gonna get delivered soon because I'm so fucking hungry I could literally die. Okay, love you, bye.